with respect to one word that would describe the co-op for me, it would have to be family. You know, there are a lot of us that have moved up here from the city. We're, you know, a little bit distant from people that are close to us, whether they be friends or family. And right away, you know, we got the sense that this was a community meeting place. This was our family in Hastings. This was kind of our home away from home. You know, life comes at us pretty fast with, you know, being parents of small children. And it's hard. It's hard work. And boy, oh boy, this is a safe place. We just love you guys like family. It's really, really been an important part of our lives. Thanks.
I guess my favorite memory of the co-op is Cindy Nyber. Because when I was part of the co-op, she was a mother, a tremendous mother. Little did we know that she would end up, you know, running it for so many years and doing such a great job. But I could have told you, because at that point, I was working full time. I was traveling an awful lot, and I really didn't know that many members of the community. And Cindy especially reached out to help me, and she actually would come and pick up my son and bring him to the co-op, which was not located at Five Corners at that point, but with the Unitarian congregation up on Jackson Avenue. And I just remember the wonderful kindness that she showed me, the understanding of the situation that I was in. And she knows I'll be grateful as long as I live for what she did.
What can I say about this place? I can't even give a tour without tearing up every single time.
It's true.
There's such magic and beauty at this school. This is our fourth experience with a preschool, and I'm just overwhelmed by the way that these teachers, all of you, pour your heart and soul into these children's lives and raising these little humans.
My favorite memory of the co-op is Pajama Day in the twos, when Cindy set up the big comfy bed and all the kids climbed in and they had pancakes and read bedtime stories. And to me, that is just like the perfect emblem of the co-op, because the kids all felt warm and cozy and safe and just able to be exactly who they are.
David Tucker was a student in the co-op from 2008 to 2010. Thank you to all of the co-op teachers, but remembering especially how Irene Wimmer actually sat in on his special education review sessions, even though he wasn't her student, and was a great advocate for him. And Judy, butterflies, Mexico, and a lot of curiosity. My son still looks for monarch eggs on the plants in front of our house, and we still talk about Rosie the monarch.
We were just talking about favorite memories. There was the memory of our children coming home after painting themselves green with Irene, and they were none the worse for it.
There was the memory of them being soaking wet, running in the rain, joyfully, blissfully, and us realizing they were really quite fine.
Cindy is one of the most open, honest, loving, kind, sincere people. I mean, to start your years here with Cindy is she's so grounded and so special.
I remember, you know, when I was pregnant with Max and when I first had Max, the way that Irene helped me navigate with him when I would visit Isabel was in Irene's class and was having lots of like sensory things, and we were kind of really trying to figure her out a little bit, and I had Max as a brand new baby, and I just remember Irene being so supportive and always just knowing I could, you know, trust that and count on her.
I just wanted to mention that because of my profession, I get to visit a lot of preschools and daycare centers. And I would like to say that Judy is one of the top early childhood professionals that I have ever seen. She's a master of her craft. And having had one child who's graduated from the fours and one who's on his way to the fours, I'm beyond amazed with her ability to master the emergent curriculum, which is really, really hard to pull off. So hats off to Judy.
I think my favorite memory from Angela's classroom is just how they started doing jobs. Evan was so into jobs. He was so proud of himself and how he was helping his friends and helping his classroom. And I love just seeing that pride and ownership that he took in his classroom experience.
In Angela's class, it was a tough dynamic that year, and he had some serious, deep, profound struggles that he was going through with a cape. And it was towards the end of the year in the spring. Sometime we were outside, and she knew, obviously, of the struggles he had been going through. And we were watching him as he was interacting with one of the kids, and she said, well, now I know what he's going to write his college essay about. And it was so connected.
Thank you for all the love and time and commitment. We are forever grateful.
And thank you for taking the time to try to really learn and understanding each of our kids so that each of them was seen as an individual, which helped me see them that way and helped them see themselves that way. So thank you for everything.
I think Cindy and Irene and how much work they put into the co-op, not just during the school day, but after school and all the events and potlucks and auctions and different activities throughout the year.
One of my favorite memories from the threes was when Angela called me in and showed me one of Kai's pictures, and she said, what do you see? And I saw some like pom-poms and I don't know, and she said, he told me it was a dragonfly, and I guess he had used the glue to turn the pom-poms into, you know, sort of a dragonfly, but the enthusiasm that she showed and the encouragement that she had given him and the way that she was just so excited about what he'd done just meant so much to me, and I think it meant so much to Kai, who continues to do art and love art, and I think the encouragement he got here really meant a lot to him.
We just love you all so much. I will be forever indebted to you for what you did to when I first moved to the Rivertowns and the life you helped me create here, for the insight you gave me into my own children that was enriched and they were illuminated to me more through having you be a part of their lives.
The co-op experience really helped them to be, it's okay to be who you are. And the other thing, and people have said this about my children on multiple occasions, is that they know how to play.
We just wanted to thank Cindy, Irene, Angela, and Judy for making our girls' first school experience an amazing one. The co-op has been comforting, inviting, and a truly magical place for our girls.
Thank you to Cindy and Carrie.
I just want to say thank you to, the teachers who have been here all these years. They're here because they love us, they love our community, and they love our families. Thank you to the co-op community, and thank you to all of the families who help support it as well.
I really love the time we had here, and thank you, everybody.
One of my first memories when we moved to Hastings a couple of years ago was meeting families in town, and all of these families that we gravitated to seemed to tell us that their older kids had gone to co-op, and we were just really struck by that and kind of knew that this is where we needed to be. I'm only sorry that our oldest didn't get to go here, but she's actually benefiting from some of the things that come home from her little brother and the things that we're still learning on our parenting journey. So I thank you guys for that.
Spending time with these wonderful teachers just really helped me to sort of shape who it was I wanted to be as a parent. Their advice, their sage words of wisdom, how everything was just okay. Everything I did was just, it was fine.
I felt very isolated as a mom. Most of my friends didn't have kids at the time, and it just created this community of wonderful mothers who we still gather and talk. And I mirror what Meredith said about everything was okay with your child. Like if my son wanted to walk to school carrying a suitcase and a red jacket every day and duck boots, that was cool.
I'm forever appreciative of the teachers at the co-op and what they've given my 3, almost 4 children. I know that Jameson's going to have a great...
He's almost a child.
I know that Jameson's going to have a great upcoming 3 years because I've gone through it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
But I feel like the teachers also just give so much to the parents. They're like sort of like therapists for us. And so the preschool years are so intense, and they've got your back. They're there, they help you, and just pick the right one.
I felt really like a total outsider because I had lived in the city for
Can't see your face.
quite a few
Your
years,
beautiful face.
and just didn't know how I was going to fit in as a mom at all. Very apprehensive about a parent-run co-op, and I didn't know what that meant. It helped me to get so involved with Lexi. I just saw her shine. Not only have we now become like a sort of sorority in a sense that help each other get through in this amazing community, and there's ties that you kind of can't erase.
The Swart family attended Co-op 2011 to 2015.
Co-op
equals
community.
Mwah.
I wish it was pizza fun every day. I love you, Miss Cindy.
Something beautiful. Oh, you know I love you so. You know I love you so. It's true.
Cindy, Irene, Angela, Judy, I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you for bringing your own special brands of magic to our family over our co-op years. Learning how to communicate with friends, taking pride in doing a job and being part of a community, nurturing an enthusiasm for learning and exploration. Not only are these things that Evan learned, but that I got to relearn in a really meaningful way as part of this community. Thank you guys. You have a place in my heart forever.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and all the things you